Exodus chapter 15. Hi, I'm Lydia and I'm currently... Exodus? Exodus? This isn't Exodus, this is Joshua. Joshua chapter 15, my goodness. Wow, let's start again. Hello, I'm Lydia and I'm currently reading the entire Bible, chapter by chapter, day by day, until I get to the end of it. I started in James, got halfway through Exodus, needed a break because there are so many laws and so little time. And here I am now in Joshua, but I will be returning to the Pentateuch, to Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, Deuteronomy in due course, just not anytime soon. I will at least get to the end of Joshua and then I'll reevaluate. Anyway, let's get right into it. Joshua chapter 15. Allotment for Judah. The Lord have mercy. The allotment for the tribe of Judah, clan by clan, extended down to the territory of Edom, to the desert of Zin in the extreme south. That southern territory started from the bay at the southern end of the Salt Sea, crossed south of Scorpion Pass, continued on to Zin, and went over to the south of Kadesh Barnea. Then it ran past Hezron up to Adar, and curved around to Karka. It then passed along to Asman and joined the Wadi of Egypt, ending at the sea. This is their southern boundary. The eastern boundary is the Salt Sea as far as the mouth of the Jordan. The northern boundary started from the bay of the sea at the mouth of Jordan, and went up to Beth Hogla and continued north of Beth Araba to the stone of Bohan, son of Reuben. The boundary then went up to Debir from the valley of Acre and turned north to Gilgal, which faces the pass of Adamim south of the gorge. It continued along to the waters of En Shemesh and came out at En Rogel. Then it ran up the valley of Ben Hinnom along the southern slope of the Jebusite city, that is, Jerusalem. From there, it climbed to the top of the hill west of the Hinnom Valley at the northern end of the valley of Rephaim. From the hilltop, the boundary headed toward the spring of the waters of Nephtoah, came out at the towns of Mount Ephron, and went down toward Bela, that is, Kiriath Jearim. Then it curved westward from Bela to Mount Seir, ran along the northern slope of Mount Jearim, that is, Kesalon, continued down to Beth Shemesh, and crossed to Timnah. It went to the northern slope of Ekron, turned toward Shikkeron, passed along to Mount Bela, and reached Jabneel. The boundary ended at the sea. The western boundary is the coastline of the Great Sea. These are the boundaries around the people of Judah by their clans. In accordance with the Lord's command to him, Joshua gave to Caleb, son of Jephunneh, a portion in Judah, Kiriath Arba, that is, Hebron. Arba was the forefather of Anak. From Hebron, Caleb drove out the 3 Anakites, Sheshai, Ahiman, and Talmai, descendants of Anak. From there he marched against the people living in Debir, formerly called Kiriath Sefer. And Caleb said, I will give my daughter Achsah in marriage to the man who attacks and captures Kiriath Sefer. Othniel, son of Kenaz, Caleb's brother, took it. So Caleb gave his daughter Achsah to him in marriage. One day, when she came to Othniel, she urged him to ask her father for a field. When she got off her donkey, Caleb asked her, What can I do for you? She replied, Do me a special favor. Since you have given me land in the Negev, give me also springs of water. So Caleb gave her the upper and lower springs. This is the inheritance of the tribe of Judah, clan by clan. The southernmost towns of the tribe of Judah in the Negev toward the boundary of Edom were Kabzeel, Eder, Jagur, Kinnah, Dimnah, Adada, Kedesh, Hazer, Ithnan, Ziph, Telem, Bealoth, Hazer, Hadattah, Kiriath Hezron, that is, Hazer, Amam, Shema, Moladah, Hazer Gada, Heshmon, Beth Pelet, Hazer Shual, Beersheba, Biziothia, Bela, Im, Ezem, Eltalad, Kizel, Horma, Ziklag, Madmana, Sansana, Lebaoth, Shilhim, Ain, and Rimmon, a total of 29 towns and their villages. In the western foothills, Eshtaol, Zorah, Ashna, Zanoah, En-Ganim, Tapua, Enam, Jarmuth, Adullam, Soko, Azekah, Sharaim, Adathaim, and Gederah, or Gederathaim, 14 towns and their villages. Zenan, Hadashah, Migdalgad, Dilian, Mizpah, Joktheel, Lashish, Bozkath, Eglon, Gabon, Lamas, Kitlish, Gederoth, Beth-Dagon, Naamah, and Makkedah, 16 towns and their villages. Libnah, Ether, Ashan, Iptha, Ipta, Ashna, Nezib, Keilah, Agsib, and Marishah, 9 towns and their villages. Ekron, with its surrounding settlements and villages, west of Ekron, all that were in the vicinity of Ashdod, together with their villages, Ashdod, its surrounding settlements and villages, and Gaza, its settlements and villages, as far as the Wadi of Egypt and the coastline of the Great Sea. In the hill country, Shamir, Jatir, Soko, Dana, Kiryat Sana, that is Deber, Anab, Eshtemoh, Anim, Goshen, Holon, and Gilo, 11 towns and their villages. Arab, Duma, Eshan, Janim, Beth Tapua, Ephekah, Humta, Kiryat Arba, that is Hebron, and Zior, 9 towns and their villages. Maon, Carmel, Ziph, Juttah, Jezreel, Jokdeam, Zanoah, Gibeah, and Timnah, 10 towns and their villages. Halhul, Beth Zur, Geder, Marath, Beth Anoth, and Eltekon, 6 towns and their villages. Kiryat Baal, that is Kiryat Jearim, and Rabbah, 2 towns and their villages. In the desert, Beth Araba, Middin, Sekekah, Nibshan, the city of salt, and En-Gedi, 6 towns and their villages. Judah could not dislodge the Jebusites who were living in Jerusalem. To this day, the Jebusites live there with the people of Judah. Right. Thank you so much for joining me today and for reading the Bible with me and for pouring into your own relationship with God. This is great stuff and I'm very happy for you. I pray that God blesses you abundantly today and tomorrow in case I do not post, but I do plan on posting, so God willing, I will see you then. Aside from that, if you would like to watch these videos in a clearer order, you can do so by checking out my YouTube channel, which is linked in my TikTok bio. There, I have playlists which are dedicated to each book of the Bible which I've read, from James to halfway through Exodus, and then from the start of Joshua onwards, as well as omnibus playlists with every chapter I've read in what I believe is an order. Aside from that, I also have playlists in French and Spanish, which are 2 languages which I learnt in school a few years ago. My goal was always to become fluent in them, and I kind of fell off in the past few years. So I thought, what better time than the present to pick those back up and to read the Bible in them. Having read this though, having struggled even with the English translations of some of these places, these place names, God be with me, I beg, for my readings in French and Spanish. If you are fluent in French and or Spanish, please bear with. I understand I am not fluent, but I'm trying and that's all I can do. So anyway, God willing, I'll see you tomorrow and God bless you in the meantime. Bye.